Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Star Citizen's funding has reached new highs. The ship showdown claims its first victim. There's a sale on, but you might not have realised it. And there are rumours of the Star Citizen Wave 1 PTU for Alpha 3.20 next week, maybe? Star Citizen's funding track is showing that it's raised around $600 million now, but it's actually a lot more. So you're going to see loads of headlines, I suspect, and loads of Reddit posts and things about its sort of funding and where it's got to at the moment. But if you include subscriber money, sponsorships, investments, which is over $150 million more than that figure, really, you've seen with Star Citizen and Squadron 42, it's reached over $750 million so far. $750 million. Where's that money gone though? So a large amount of that is on wages. That's what the main sort of costs for Star Citizen are. Wages for employees. Cloud Imperium have been building their Star Citizen studios for over a decade now, with multiple large studios since 2014 sort of coming online, and they've been constantly expanding. It looks like we will have sort of 1,200 to 1,500 employees for CIG and Star Citizen and Squadron 42 development across the world within the sort of next 3 years. CIG also say they maintain a healthy bank balance reserve as well. I'm certainly not worried about them running out of money or anything. They seem to be making huge amounts of money, and I think that Star Citizen will easily hit $1 billion in funding in the next couple of years, with over $110 million being raised in 2022 alone. And although 2023 is a little bit behind due to poor months for June and July, although that said, they're still better than any other months they've had for those year on year other than 2022. We still have CitizenCon and the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo later in this year, and that could catapult Star Citizen well beyond previous years, maybe 125 million for the year is my guesstimate. I know a lot of people are going to think that it will sort of see funding slowing down because of Starfield and stuff, but I only think that's going to make people hungrier for an MMO that's spacey and Star Citizen-y. The ship showdown, that's been running over the last couple of weeks or so. So at the moment, it's Phase 2, which is the main sort of 1v1 ship fights that go on every day. The Arrow, that just beat the Fury. The latest matchup that's currently ongoing at the moment at time of recording is the Scorpius versus the Redeemer. I like both those ships, but the Redeemer is my favourite out of the two, and I think that's the one that will win that. Make sure you vote every day. At the time of the video's release, we will know the winner of that bout, and the new bout will be against the Vulture versus the Reclaimer. Now, I love both of them, but I would expect the Vulture to win there. That said, it not being purchasable in-game until 3.20 might have damaged its popularity compared to the Reclaimer, which is available in-game without real money changing hands. But which of those is your favourite little salvage boy there? Stealth sale. So there's not a sale on stealth ships, but there's a sale that you might not realise is going on. So the ship showdown versions of the top 16 most popular ships are available. And basically that just means that any of those ships, excluding the 890 Jump, which is already sold out, comes with 24 months insurance if it's one of the top 16. So the Redeemer and the Scorpius and the Arrow and the Fury. I'm expecting Cloud Imperium to have a bit more of an obvious sale once the top 8 or the elite 8 ships have been chosen, so next week basically. There is also going to be a free fly event to try those 8 top ships once they're here, and anyone can try out Star Citizen for free as well during the 31st of August through to the 7th of September. Remember, once we get down to the top 4 ships, those top 4 ships get some flair and skins made for them and their owners. The King of the Ship Showdown will also be available to fly for a month of free fly as well. As said previously, CIG are at Gamescom at the moment, which is one of the reasons we don't have Star Citizen Live and Inside Star Citizen this week. It was a bit of a shame. I do think they should have pre-recorded something, but enough of my rant and annoyance there. So, if you're at Gamescom or nearby, CIG are giving away a load of free stuff at the event, so just be aware of that. Watch their social media and Twitter, and you'll know where they are in the sort of halls, and you can find them. They're giving away like Tholo codes, ships, and other goodies. There's a scavenger hunt, lots of stuff going on. Get involved with that if you can. Alpha 3.20, Wave 1 PTU, a nameless source. Well, they're not nameless, but a source I do not wish to name has suggested to me that potentially by the end of next week, we could see Wave 1 PTU, though take that with a pinch of salt, because even if that is accurate at the time, that could potentially change. I am keenly awaiting the patch. The PTU wave restructure that Cloud Imperium have done apparently should make the whole process a bit quicker from Wave 1 to live. They said we could see multiple waves in a single day. I would expect Wave 1 PTU to be around for about a week, though. Probably at least a week, but we'll have to wait and see. And there is a lot to be excited for that patch. Arena Commander updates are probably the major sort of meat of this patch, although there's lots more. So there's new ways to enjoy Vandal Swarm and Pirate Swarm, new fleet battle endings for Pirate Swarm, infinite wave options for Vandal Swarm, in atmosphere dogfighting maps, loads of other new maps as well for dogfighting and FPS, new races and updated race courses, experimental modes, adding tons of new content, tank battles, various FPS modes like Gun Game, or known as Gun Rush here, master modes being tested, and loads more. Seraphim Station, a big version of Port Olisar, is replacing Port Olisar. I say big version of Port Olisar, it looks a bit like Port Olisar, and it's a modern station replacing Port Olisar. There's the Hull C, massive cargo ship, biggest cargo ship we've had in game so far, and there are cargo updates for that and for generally the game. There's 32 SCU cargo boxes, external automated loading, and probably a bit of an economy rebalance, vehicle physics updates. There's new salvage cover-up missions, which task you to go to an area and remove all the identifiable markings from a ship before the police or Popo turn up. There's even a 3.20.x patch already planned, basically with features that haven't quite made the initial 3.20 launch, but are still planned as part of the cycle. So we've got the Spirit A1 and C1 now, so they've basically gone, yes, they're both planned to be ready for 3.20.x. The Tumbril Storm, the Crusader platform updates and reactivation, so they're basically going, Siege of Orison can be back online, and all the sort of platforms there that had missions associated with them, with clearing out buildings and that sort of stuff, they'll come online, and loads more platforms too. Also, retrieval consignment missions, they are planned for that later patch, basically going, you can go down into underground bunkers and you can basically dispense various goods and items from the dispensaries there. You're looking for a particular one, but there's lots of other valuable items that you can get, and waves of enemies will keep on spawning and that get progressively harder. And you can expect other bits and pieces in those patches that aren't listed on the roadmap too. They might be updating the Ares with a little bit of aim assist and less spread on large Gatling weapons, new point of interest and bunker updates, animation improvements, mining gameplay tweaks. I'm hoping that we see some of the new settlement points of interest, but I think that might be for the patch afterwards. We'll have to wait and see. There's potential fixes for some player desync and invisibility issues, as well as a whole host of bug fixes, persistent entity streaming, tweaks and improvements, possibly the Fury LX, lots and lots of stuff. Boom! That's it for your Star Citizen news update today. I am really interested to know, do you think that this year, 2023, will be a record-breaking year for Star Citizen's funding, or do you think there are factors at play which are going to mean that 2022 is just was a better year? Do you think by the end of 2025 we're going to see $1 billion alpha? Do you trust CIG to make Star Citizen, even though it's going to take a long time? Actually, if Squadron 42 is released by the end of 2025, which I would hope it would be, then I suspect it would actually be a lot more than $1 billion they would have raised. But I suppose then it's not $1 billion for an alpha anymore. They've got a solid product there. What's your favourite ship that's currently flyable? Because that's what the Ship Showdown ships are. They're all flyable ships. Who do you think's going to win? Are you looking forward to Alpha 3.20? Keen to see more in the PTU, or are you going to wait for live? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. For those of you that are keeping your eyes peeled, you will have noticed that the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is on sale again until the 8th of September. They are natively supported in Star Citizen, giving you precision, head and eye tracking that can help with immersion, as well as adding another level of control to your toolset. It's a cool piece of tech that you can use for streaming and seeing where your eyes are going, and loads of other games are supported too. Check out my links below to get one of those at discount. Are we alone in the universe? The truth is out there, but what if aliens visit Earth? But they're like monsters, and all they do is look through your internet history, judging you, laughing at you with all their alien friends, watching your every move live, and then they send like 1 million ads to you about alien products that you don't want, like those shoes and socks that have a gap between your big toes. No one needs that. But what you do need is nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, which helps you prevent that happening from the more real threat of humans doing the same. It encrypts your internet connection, hides your IP address and location, it has an inbuilt ad blocker, and also helps you gain access to region-based content. You should go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer and get a big ol' discount. You can also click the links below. Every month, we have a ship giveaway. For August, it's for a Crusader Mercury Star Runner with lifetime insurance. This medium-sized, well-armed cargo and data hauler is great for trying out a huge range of what Star Citizen has to offer, a perfect mission runner ship. To be in for a chance of winning, just comment on any of my videos made during the month. More details in the description below. There are some amazing people that help support the channel by clicking on the join button under my videos and becoming a channel member or becoming a Patreon with the links below. That helps keep the channel going and producing daily content. Please consider joining their ranks, but commenting, liking, subscribing, that all massively helps too. Thanks for watching to the end, and I'll see you in the verse.